As we're going to get into facts and opinions. We're going to speak about the government shutdown as well as the Russian investigation.
Man. When is Mueller? Mueller, hurry up and get this done. They are really, like, people are really starting to snitch on each other with this Russian investigation.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy that they're not even, like, I don't hear that much about it anymore. But it's still going on, people. FYI. That's what I need to let everybody know.
It is.
The fact is, the Russian investigation is still going on. The government shutdown did not affect that.
But let me tell you what it did affect.
Let's get it on.
So, with the government being shut down, the VA won't be processing new claims.
Right.
For the veterans. And I think that's so fucked up.
Well, for loans.
So fucked up.
Right. The troops that are in combat might not get paid. If it goes on for a couple of weeks, 1.3 million active military may not get paid. Right now, the funding only lasts until February 1st.
Now, listen to what Trump said. Trump said, it's great to see how hard Republicans are fighting for our military and safety at the borders. You say, you tweet something like that, but you got stuff like this going on. And for a lot of people, just to kind of simplify for some people that don't know what's going on, it's more so like a battle of, it's basically a battle with the immigration.
Well, right. They want, the Republicans don't want the deferred action for childhood arrivals to be included in the spending bill. The Democrats are fighting so that you hear people say DACA, and it's for the children that were born here, or the people that have children that were born here. They kind of like want them to get sent home, and they're acting like, it really doesn't affect anyone yet, which bullshit. They've already started deporting people. And
700,000 to be exact.
Well, 700,000 people, and now they're saying that it's not going to affect the people that are American, and because the government shutdown makes it so that the military can't get paid. They're just trying to say, so you guys don't care about the military, which that doesn't have anything to do with it. So currently they're being paid until February 1st. So
yeah, it doesn't affect mail delivery, air traffic control,
no,
and Social Security payments, as well. But I mean, y'all people that be banking on like income tax checks and stuff, I mean, it can have an effect, or
right, because the IRS is gonna have to lay people off. The disease control is gonna be limited. The National Park Service, like a lot of people come to Atlanta to go to the Martin Luther King site, but they closed it. The Ebenezer Baptist Church, all that stuff was closed because the government was shut down. So you can't go there. FEMA, like we were just talking about natural disasters and how you have to start depending on the government when you don't have insurance. Well, 3,000 FEMA employees might get laid off right during the time when they're supposed to approve more money for the spending bill for natural disasters. So the people in Texas, the people in Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, in Florida that have been still collecting money because a lot of them lost their jobs and their homes, they can't get their money. Housing loans. For people that get those government loans for their homes, those are gonna be delayed. But just as you get your W-2s, guess what? The IRS is gonna have less people working, and so all of your refund money is gonna get held up. So that's why you don't do all that, and you don't claim it and wait until the end of the year, except for people that get like child tax credits and people that own homes and stuff like that. But if you don't have to, like, get your money throughout the year. Don't wait till the end of the year and get your money from the government. Get it in your paycheck.
Yep. I want to read a quote that I actually found last night. It's about the author Peter Drucker from the 1900s. He said the most important thing of communication is hearing what isn't said.
Right.
That's powerful.
Right. So basically, the government is ineffective. The government that we have is inoperative. To quote a KRS-One song. I mean, basically, it's fucked up. And
it is.
They need to come to an agreement. The Republicans are in control of everything, and they don't want to negotiate. And that's fucked up. And you can't say what to do because ultimately the president has the ultimate decision-making power. We don't know what his crazy ass is ever going to do. We don't know if he's down with it or if he's not. At one point, he said he wanted it to be an act of love, the DACA act, and then the next 48 hours he changes his mind. So it's just hard to know what he's gonna do.
That's true.
He's 70. He's 70 something years old. Right. He don't care. Right. No, he wasn't in the army because he had bone spurs.
Yeah, Trump didn't serve at all.
Somebody, his mother, they're not even from here. His mom is from a different country.
Somebody in his family did, but he didn't. He didn't.
He was supposed to, but he didn't because he had bone spurs. So he avoided getting into the military because there was something wrong with him. So he never got into the military. So that's why everybody is like, since you're so concerned, why didn't you ever get into the military? You know what I mean? Like the way he feels like he's so passionate about it, it's bullshit. He just uses that as leverage, you know, for the people that are so patriotic.
I think it was last year, and I think it was when we first got into North Korea.
Yeah.
And then he was like, we're going to war. And then the generals backed him. They was like, we back him because he knows he's been in this experience, he's experienced this, and he has a military background.
Right. Well, no. He doesn't have military background. The people that he has,
background.
The people that he hired, the people that he hired to be on his team are military, right? The people that he had, you know, in the Department of Defense and all that, they are like decorated generals in the military. So that's probably what they were talking about. So right now we're like on day 2, and the government is shut down. So
it's gonna be a little minute.
This is why you don't depend on the government, people. This is why you don't depend on the government.
How many times had the government shut down? Because it's crazy.
2013 was the last time.
But like,
you mean in the history of the government? That's a good question.
I saw that. Let me give it.
Like the government is shut down on the last 2 presidents.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if you can really blame the president. There's some other stuff going
No,
on.
I mean it's supposed to be quote unquote bipartisan. So everyone that is a part of the government has to come to an agreement. They're supposed to be able to negotiate. Isn't he the art of the deal, the president? Isn't that supposed to be who he is? He's supposed to be the great negotiator. So why did it come down to that? During the Reagan administration, there was a shutdown in 1990.
I could believe it. I could see
2
that.
full government shutdowns during 1995 and 1996, lasting 5 and 21 days, and then 2013.
21.
So those are the most recent times, but that's not a good thing.
Nah, he was just asking just on the education until just how many times.
I was just saying, how common was it, like, because it seemed like we didn't heard of it twice, you know, within, you know, that I can remember in my lifetime.
Right. I mean, I think it's just happening more often.
Mm-hmm.
So today he tweeted, great to see how hard Republicans are fighting for our military and safety at the border. The Dems just want illegal immigrants to pour into our nation unchecked. If stalemate continues, Republicans should go on to the 51% nuclear option and vote on real long-term budget, no CRs.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really on some shit. So, I mean, and it's just like name calling at this point. If you ever check out what's going on, you try to keep up with it. Everybody's blaming everybody, and nobody's getting anywhere.